Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and good morning. Honored guests from home and abroad, I feel so proud to welcome you to our first ever Bay of Bengal Conversation. As many of you know, this event has been my dream for a very long time. It was not an easy task for our independent think tank to host such a conference. We had to fight tooth and nail and fight for every inch to make it happen. Yet, despite war and pandemic, here we are at last. By hosting this regional cooperation dialogue in Bangladesh, I hope to incorporate our growing expertise in track to diplomacy, allowing both government and non-government actors to come together and carry out all of the conversations that are currently not taking place in official channels due to a slew of diplomatic and administrative roadblocks. For ages, the Bay of Bengal has been an integrated and interdependent region. Trade and cross-border migration have resulted in cultural diversity among littoral nations and towns. The geostrategic transition from Euro-Atlantic to Indo-Pacific has given the Bay of Bengal region greater geopolitical relevance in recent years. Now, the region's natural resources are threatened by demographic shifts, environmental degradation, and repeated climate change related calamities. People have been displaced within states and across borders as the frequency and intensity of cyclones and other extreme weather occurrences have increased. Disasters have claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and billions of dollars of damage to resources in the Bay of Bengal littorals during the previous decade. By 2050, around 30 million Bangladeshis are expected to become climate migrants. Addressing these transboundary concerns would be beyond the capabilities of a single country and would necessitate regional collaboration. In addition, the Bay of Bengal region is home to 22% of the world's population, over half of who are poor and food and energy insecure. The Bay's coastal region, which is vulnerable to sea level rise, is home to about 400 million people. Following environmental impacts on development sectors, such as declining agricultural yields, poorer labor productivity, and related health effects, countries' ability to cope with such stress is likely to be severely hampered. Securing energy supplies to sustain the region's healthy economic growth is likewise a major problem. Countries under preparedness and failure to build cooperation methods to cope with difficulties would multiply dangers even more. The Bay of Bengal area is also facing a number of security issues. Terrorism and growing violence as a result of humanitarian crisis, such as in Myanmar, have jeopardized the region's peace and stability. Transboundary security challenges, such as cybercrime and human trafficking, have grown equally difficult across the area. The scale and pace of these challenges demand sustained efforts to cooperate. However, effective regional cooperation to address the transboundary challenges would require greater integration through enhanced connectivity. The desire to increase connection inside and across borders has fueled sub-regional connectivity through initiatives like the Sagarmala project, the Asia-Africa Growth Corridor, and ASEAN's new Western and Master Plan of ASEAN Connectivity 2025. Similarly, sea connection corridors and marine connectivity have been offered by Bangladesh and India, signing maritime shipping agreements and coastal shipping agreements. While attempts are being made, the region remains one of the least interconnected in the world with low levels of integration. The formation of the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sector Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC, in 2004 was an important step forward in acknowledging the necessity for collaboratively addressing the region's geopolitical and development concerns. Over the last decade, a number of meetings and high-level conferences have been convened to propose further Bay of Bengal integration. However, BIMSTEC's cooperation has been mainly ineffectual. While attempts are being made to revitalize BIMSTEC, institutional structures for tackling regional concerns remain insufficient. As a result, ongoing discourse among researchers, practitioners, and policymakers is required to identify and debate numerous difficulties affecting the area, develop ways to solve those challenges, and establish new frameworks for cooperation. It is this cooperation and collaboration that we aim to see in our Bay of Bengal conversation. And we could not have done it without the generous support of our loyal partners who stuck with us through the roughest times. Our esteemed partners behind making this event a reality include USAID, UNDP, USFSIP Compass, World Fish, Frederick Ebert Stiftung Bangladesh, the Asia Foundation, and many others who help out in more ways than we can count. I would also like to highlight the honor and privilege of hosting the esteemed former president of Serbia, Mr. Boris Tadic. He is a full member of the Club de Madrid, which is the largest forum of former democratic presidents and prime ministers who foster democracy that delivers worldwide. I hope that his experience and voice will serve as a perfect keynote to the goals of our conference, which align according to six main thematic pillars: to create a new paradigm in regional cooperation for greater security across South Asia and the world, to evaluate the effects of climate change, displacement, and risk of conflicts in the Bay of Bengal region, to reinvigorate regional growth through connectivity, trade, and investment, to address shared development challenges, to recalibrate institutional and governance framework for cooperation, and to explore current and future challenges of inclusive governance. I hope that by holding such an event and bringing together such a renowned and prestigious group of minds, we can find novel solutions to the problems plaguing the Bay of Bengal today. I will not take any more time as I'm excited to dive into our exciting sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again as you join us as we set sail on our flagship conference. I hope you enjoy the coming 3 days. Thank you very much. Thank you.